Hey everyone, this is Tom Desmond of Apricot Law with a detailed analysis of your top local competitors for the phrase Philadelphia car accident lawyer. As you know, being ranked in the top 3 for this phrase, which is right here, is going to bring you a lot of car accident cases. It's a very valuable phrase, so that's why I'm going to focus on it. In this video, you'll watch me pick through the 2 most important elements, which are relevance and authority, of these top ranking sites, so you can see exactly how they got into those top spots. Excuse me. And more importantly, how to outrank them and get those calls and cases. And I'm going to show you that it's really not that hard. If you're on our site and you're watching this video, there's 2 short videos in the sidebar you might be interested in. One is a proof video that shows you some of our clients that are ranked in the top 3 around the country for that phrase, for the car accident phrase. And the other video is an education video in case some of these terms need further explanation that I'm going to be talking about today. Also, before I jump in, there is an offer. It's right above this video in the header of this website. It's a red button. Click that and send me your website, and I'll do an analysis of it and compare it to these top ranking sites in your niche. It's totally free. It's about, excuse me, why did I click that? It's about 20 minutes long, and it's there's no sales fluff. It's just straight analysis of your website and a clear plan to set it up properly for SEO and to get these spots up here. 1 through 4 really are the most important spots. So here we go. Philadelphia car accident lawyer, that's the phrase. This is AdWords. As we know, pay-per-click, the bounce rate is very high, so it's a kind of a waste of money. This right here is Maps, which is important, but it's going to be disappearing soon, so I'm not going to spend much time on that, or any time. This is the most important spots here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, organically. And as you can see, I have this tool plugged in here, which I want to draw your attention to. So this is where we spend all of our time in these tools and in this niche, analyzing and racing law firm websites. So it's what I want to talk about today because it's really the most important. Organic ranking is not about magic. It's numbers, and it's these numbers. So I think you're going to find this interesting. And I'm going to go through not every one of these, but a handful of them so you understand what they are and the effect they have on these websites. So the top 3 organically gets 80% of the clicks, even more than Maps and pay-per-click. So that's what we're going to talk about. But before I jump in and start talking about these numbers, I want to just make 2 things very clear up front. There's 2 basic things. These numbers are from 1 to 100, 100 being the highest. And 2, the ratings are based on relevance, trust, and strength of the other websites that are pointing into this website. So we're talking about backlinks, which is when another website links to you. That's what feeds these numbers. So think of these like strength meters or nutrition meters, health meters, 1 to 100. 100 is the highest. If you have good backlinks pointing into the website, these numbers go up. And when the numbers go up, the rankings go up. It's very, very simple. Okay, so let's jump in. Now, here's the number 1 spot. And I always get a big kick out of seeing FindLaw's directory in the number 1 spot because I know that I can outrank this site easily. When I say I mean we, Apricot Law, we're a team of 8 people that focus on this stuff. And the reason we can outrank this site quickly is because it's not really relevant. Now, it's just a page of headshots, right? And although the website itself is very powerful, the trust flow is a 64, page authority is 37, domain authority is 90. These are good numbers. We beat them with relevance, which is on-page SEO. So let's look at the number 2 site because it's going to be more revealing for us for this video. MyPhillyLawyer.com. It's been up here for a little while. And I'm going to tell you why they're in the top spot. So I'll click on the page. This is a good website. And I'm going to open up this tool Moz to point out some things to you. Right here, this is the URL. I'm going to point out the top most important on-site elements right now. And then we'll go back and we'll talk about some of these numbers. I have the tool plugged in over here. And we'll talk about backlinks and authority. So they have their URL set up properly. You can see the exact phrases in there: Philadelphia auto accidents and they have a car accidents page in their auto accident folder. You can see the divider is right there. That makes this a folder and this a page. And they also have the word lawyer in the URL. So all the words that were searched for this particular video are present in the URL as a whole, part in the domain, part in the pages. The second most important component is the page title. That's right here. They have it perfect. Well, different order, but it's the same thing. Car accident lawyer Philadelphia. Could be Philadelphia car accident lawyer. They decided to add a couple of synonyms to the right of the pipe. This is the pipe, which is fine. They put auto and crash and attorney and PA. Perfect. Meta description has no impact on ranking. They decided to put Philly in there, and they put a phone number. And they put their call to action, free consultation. So that's good. Meta keywords, useless. We usually leave that blank. Their H1 tag is under optimized. It just says car accidents. Ideally, you want to have the exact phrase in your H1 tag. As you scroll down here, this is their H1 tag. So what this tool is doing is pulling information from the website. So it's easier for me to point out to you. Their H2 tag, they did a pretty good job of using H2 tags. H2 tags are these smaller tags, right? So instead of their H1 with the exact match keyword in it, they chose to put it in their H2. But what we do with H2s is we create article style headlines that do a couple of things. It allows us to put many synonyms and other commonly searched phrases in those H2s, and we see great results from that. And it helps lead the reader down the page. Like Philadelphia car accident lawyer underneath car accidents is not really helping the reader. This is purely for SEO. Okay, so I'll leave that alone. The other thing that they did well is this sidebar. Now, the sidebars are really important for a couple of reasons. And I like how they did this. We do something similar. I like how we do it better, but ultimately, they're providing good, relevant information for people who have been in a car accident in Philadelphia and come onto this page. And I'll show you an example of how we do it, which I think is better. It's a better example. So this is a good site. The trust flow is great. It's 44 for the home page and a 28 for the internal page. 28 is a little low. The citations look good. It's a citation flow. Trust flow, a quick explanation, is basically it's a meter to determine the level of trust that Google thinks of the links that are coming into this page. So a trust flow of 44 or 28, 44 for the homepage and 28 for this landing page is pretty good in this market. The page authority is a 23, which is low for this market. So this is a number 2 site with semi-low numbers, authority numbers, but it's in a good position, and it's there primarily because it has a lot of relevant content. And I always go back and forth between these two because it really is like a scale. You have to balance. You could be full blast on both and be number 1 for everything that you want, or you can kind of balance it out. And you have very strong on-site, which is really important for us. We always make sure our sites have super strong on-site SEO with really great content, and we like to balance the link building too. That needs to be strong as well. And what I mean by strong link building is something which would provide numbers like this, like a trust flow of 35 to 44 in the high 40s, and law and society related links. See that purple? That's important. So what Google is seeing is law related websites linking to this website, which is very important for ranking. And as you can see, as we come down this page, we can see the numbers drop off a little bit. The stronger sites sit at the top. So here's a number 3 spot with very clean on-site SEO. It's very basic. They put the exact keyword in the title, but the trust flow is much lower than the site above it, which also has very clean on-site SEO. And I'm not going to click on this site to dig a little deeper like I did with the top one for the sake of time. But this is interesting, and I want to talk about this. So the number 4 site has excellent authority numbers. However, it's in the number 4 spot. Why is it not in the number 1 spot? Because it's not, this particular page that's ranking is not as relevant as the pages above it. And let me show you exactly what I mean. The phrase is Philadelphia car accident lawyer, right? So the number 1 is FindLaw, obviously, because it's very strong and it has the title that matches the keyword search. The number 2 is a moderately strong site that has good on-site SEO with good content in the sidebar, good content links, which I just showed you. And then the number 3 site matches the phrase and has lower numbers, although those links are law and society related, which helps. The number 4 site has excellent trust flow, 57, because a lot of those links, a good majority of those links are law related, and the page authority is 51. But look at the on-site SEO. It's not focused on cars. It's not focused on car accidents. Google does know that there's a lot of car accident content on the site. You can see in the drop down right here. But this page itself, the home page, is not focused on car accidents. So there's sort of the balance. If you have a really powerful site, you've been hitting it with links for many years, you can kind of get away without doing really sharp on-site SEO. If you have a website that's kind of new and you don't have the number of links that this one has, 32,000, this one only has 44 links and it outranked it, then you beat them with relevance. So let me see what else I can point out here to make this video valuable. So My Injury Attorney, Pennsylvania, we got car accidents. This is a great website. I've analyzed it a couple of times already. And I just want to show you some stuff. And then I'm going to show you one of our clients and show you how we do it. And I think you'll find that interesting. So Console and Hollowell, they're sort of at the bottom to mid of the homepage of page 1 in the results. And we'll do a quick analysis of their on-page. Car Accident Lawyers is the folder, and Pennsylvania is the folder, and in that Pennsylvania folder, there's Car Accident Lawyers in the URL. The page title does not match the search phrase. It says Pennsylvania instead of Philadelphia. I like that they put this 97% success rate. Meta description doesn't really have a call to action. They left their keywords blank. That's fine. They put Pennsylvania in the H1. And let's see if they put Philadelphia anywhere in the H2s. Quick search, I don't see it. So what I'm noticing, why I'm pulling this up is this is a site that's ranked in the top 10. I think it was number 5. And it doesn't even have Philadelphia in the on-site SEO. So that means there's an opportunity for somebody to come along and knock this one out of the box pretty easily if you follow this set of instructions. So I won't talk about their links because I already pointed out the links are good. The trust flow of this page is 38, which is great, and the page authority is 35, which is also good. Links to this page is only 30, so it's not hard to get 30 good links to an internal page. And the AdWords traffic is fantastic. So there's a lot of traffic coming into this site. It's worth $619,000 a month. That's what they would have to spend to get this kind of traffic with pay-per-click. Now when I'm going to click out of this tool and just do a quick search, run down this page to see if they added any more links since the last time I looked at it. They didn't. So what they're not doing is providing tons and tons of relevant information. This is a long page of content, I guess 1,300 words. And it's good enough to get them into the to number 5 spot. So let me show you what we do. Salt Lake City Car Accident Lawyer. Here's one of our clients. We do this for all of our clients. He's number 1 for that phrase, Salt Lake City Car Accident Lawyer. And he's number 2. So he takes up the top 2 spots. One of those, see if we got him up there again. One of those is above maps, which everybody wants to be, right? So let me show you how we did that. here's the page. I'll get this out of the way so we can see everything clearly. Here's Moz. So the URL matches the phrase perfectly. The page title matches the phrase perfectly, which is this is not rocket science. We added a call to action in the title, which has been helping. His meta description has a call to action, which is we just changed, which has been helping get some clicks. We left the keywords blank. His H1 tag matches the keyword perfectly, and then we put a nice big call to action in the H1. And look at his H2s. So this is interesting. This is a great use of H2 tags. And show you what I mean. This is the H1, this big red title here, and this is the H2. It's a little smaller. But look at the words we use. We got some synonyms in here that have really been helping. Auto, rec, statistics, and then we prove negligence is something else that people search. Gathering evidence is another word that Google likes. Claim, we got that in there. We got the word court in there. He put court twice. Then we put the main keyword in there again. Right? So excellent use of H2 tags. And then the most important thing is the sidebar. Now, I don't know if I made this very clear in the beginning, but there's two main things that Google looks for when they're trying to promote a website in the top spots. One's relevance and one's authority. Authority is coming from links, as we know. That's like the power, the strength, and nutrition of your site. And relevance is everything that you do on your site. And one thing that we like to do, if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm opening up this sidebar, is we provide lots of relevant information for anybody that's been in a car accident in Salt Lake City. And Google loves this because, well, for a couple of reasons. One, for the reader, they're going to click on this and see, oh, broken bone, and click that link, which keeps them on the site, right? Which makes the bounce rate go down. And it's very easy to rank a website that has a low bounce rate because Google starts to see that people are staying on the site, they're clicking around, this must be a valuable site. It's pretty basic stuff. So create lots of content that keep people on the site. And these are all based on keywords that we know people search. Spine injury, disability, head injury, delayed injury, common types of car accidents, etc. So that helps with ranking. It helps keep people on the site. The other thing it does is it shows people, your visitors, that you start to become a trusted advisor. When you're providing information that suits their issues perfectly, they start to trust you, which is the biggest thing. It's the biggest hurdle with online marketing is nobody trusts a website until they start to read the content or they see some credibility indicators. This is a huge credibility indicator. And then the other thing, I'm going to search this phrase. Now, anytime you search anything in Salt Lake City with a car accident or broken bone looking for an attorney, look what happens. He takes up the number 1 spot, the number 2 spot, number 3 spot. Where else? Takes up 3 spots, which is another huge credibility indicator and provides many more places and opportunities for your prospects to find you. Powerful stuff. And for all these phrases, the same thing. Head-on collision, right? So this is not thin content. This is researched and written content by our in-house writers, and that's simply how it's done. You can see the law, these purple dots here, that shows that the links that we're providing this site are also law related. So the combination of all of this content, the low bounce rate, the clear calls to action, and law related links pointing into the site makes this site a winner. And that's why it's taking up so many spots for anything related to car accidents. Okay, I hope that was illuminating. In the beginning of the video, I promised that I would point out what's going on with some of your competitors, show you some of the numbers, what's going on, what they're doing on site. One site looked very good. Some of the other sites kind of lacked content. A couple of sites had a lot of really strong backlinking metrics, but not that hard to beat. And then I wanted to show you how to beat them. And that's why I pulled up our client's site. If you have any other questions, for me, feel free to call. And definitely take advantage of that free website audit video. It's the red button right above this video. You'll get a video shot by me just like this, picking through your website and providing some really valuable information. It's not a sales pitch. So you know exactly what it's going to take for you to outrank the websites in your market and get those calls and cases. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. You can meet anybody on the Apricot Law team. We're all here. This is what we do. This is what we love to do, and it shows. So all the best to you, and hope to talk to you soon.